Who will benefit from multiple intelligence? What is the importance of multiple intelligence? What is multiple intelligence? How multiple intelligence works? And how you can improve multiple intelligence and boost your child's development and your personal development as well. You come to know your strengths and weaknesses. You can engineer yourself or your child's multiple intelligence. You can select appropriate career based on multiple intelligence and increase your chances of success and thereby decrease your chances of failures. Hello friends, today we are going to talk about multiple intelligence. Have you heard about multiple intelligence? You might have heard some fundas here and there. Before I begin, let me tell you, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a psychologist and I don't believe in giving fundas. I will tell you in depth and actual science behind it because I actually want you to benefit from it and not just be motivated for time being and lose interest later on as you don't know the actuals of it. Today we will talk about who will benefit from multiple intelligence. What is the importance of multiple intelligence? What is multiple intelligence? How multiple intelligence works and how you can improve multiple intelligence and boost your child's development and your personal development as well. We will discuss how to select streams, careers based on multiple intelligence. Let us see who will benefit from application of multiple intelligence. First, the children of all age group right from birth will benefit from it. Students who are looking for stream selection, professionals who are looking for self and skill development, any individual looking for personal development will be benefited from this. Now, let me tell you three major importance of multiple intelligence. You come to know your strengths and weaknesses. You can engineer yourself or your child's multiple intelligence. You can select appropriate career based on multiple intelligence and increase your chances of success and thereby decrease your chances of failures. First, let me tell you what multiple intelligence is like. Let me tell you a story of 5 blind men and elephant. That will vastly help you understand the concept of multiple intelligence. There were 5 blind men who never came across an elephant before. They were made to learn and conceptualize what elephant is by touching it. Each blind man is made to feel the different parts of the elephant, but only one part, such as the side or the tusk of the elephant. They then describe the elephant based on their limited experience. One says, elephant is like a fan. He was the one who had touched his ears. One said, it's like a spear. He was the one who touched his tusk. One said, it's like a snake. He was the one who had touched his trunk. Another one told, it's like a tree. He was the one who touched his body. And one said, it's like a rope. He was the one who touched his tail. Their description of elephant was different from each other. It made them suspect that the other person is dishonest. Moral of the story is, everyone's knowledge is based on the experience they get. It is subjective to the exposure they get. And because of this, sometimes we tend to understand that the other person doesn't understand about it, whereas he might be equally true. Now, depending upon the genetic factors, family atmosphere, socio-economic factors and exposure a child gets, child's persona and his intelligence gets defined. Every child becomes unique due to these variable factors. I will explain you with the help of John Howard's multiple intelligence theory. It is one of the most promising theories so far. Multiple intelligence is a theory first posited by Howard Gardner, a developmental psychologist, in 1983. He suggested that human intelligence can be differentiated into 8 types. One is visual and spatial intelligence. Next is verbal and linguistic intelligence. Third is musical and rhythmic intelligence. Fourth is logical and mathematical intelligence. Fifth, interpersonal intelligence. Sixth, intrapersonal intelligence. Seven, naturalistic intelligence. And bodily kinesthetic intelligence. The basis behind the theory of multiple intelligence is that the people love in a variety of different ways. Let's see about the various types of multiple intelligence. Visual and spatial intelligence. People who are strong in visual and spatial intelligence are good at visualizing things. They can visualize in their mind. These individuals are often good with directions, as well as maps, charts, videos, and pictures. Their strength is visual and spatial judgment. People with inclination towards visual and spatial intelligence are good at putting puzzles together. They can interpret pictures, graphs, charts very well. They enjoy drawing, painting, and visual arts. They can recognize patterns very easily. Let's see what is linguistic or verbal intelligence is like. People who are strong in linguistic or verbal intelligence are able to use words well, both when they are writing or speaking. These individuals are typically very good at writing stories, memorizing information, and reading. Their strength is words, language, and writing. People with preference for linguistic verbal intelligence remember written patterns and spoken information. They enjoy reading, writing, they like to debate and give persuasive speeches. They're able to explain things well. They use humor when telling stories. Let's see now what logical and mathematical intelligence is like. People who are strong in logical and mathematical intelligence are good at reasoning, recognizing patterns, and logically analyzing problems. These individuals tend to think conceptually about numbers, relationships, and patterns. Their strength is analyzing problems and mathematical operations. People with high preference for logical intelligence are excellent problem solvers. They enjoy thinking about abstract ideas. They like conducting scientific experiments. Now let's see what bodily kinesthetic intelligence is like. Those who have high bodily kinesthetic intelligence are said to be good at body movements, performing actions, and have good physical control. People who are strong in this area tend to have excellent hand-eye coordinations and are very dexterous. Their strength is physical movements and good motor skills. People who prefer bodily kinesthetic intelligence are skilled at dancing, sports. They enjoy creating things with his hand. They have excellent physical coordination. They remember by doing rather than hearing or seeing. Now let's see what musical intelligence is about. People who have strong musical intelligence are good at thinking in patterns, rhythms, and sounds. They have a strong appreciation for music and are often good at musical composition and performances. Their strength is rhythm and music. People with preference for musical intelligence enjoy singing, playing music, and instruments. They recognize musical patterns and tones easily. They remember songs and melodies. They have a rich understanding of musical structure, rhythm, and notes. Let's see what interpersonal intelligence is like. Those who have strong interpersonal intelligence are good at understanding and interacting with other people. These individuals are skilled at assessing the emotions, motivations, desires, and intentions of those around them. Their strength is understanding and relating to other people. People with good interpersonal intelligence can communicate very well verbally. They are also skilled at non-verbal communication. They can see situations from different perspectives. They create positive relationships with people around them. They can resolve conflicts in a group setting. Now let's see, what is interpersonal intelligence? People those are strong in interpersonal intelligence are good at being aware of their own emotional states, feelings and motivation. They tend to enjoy self-reflection and analysis. It also includes daydreaming, exploring relationship with others and assessing their personal strength. Their strength is introspection and self-reflection. People with preference for intrapersonal intelligence are good at analyzing their strengths and weaknesses. They enjoy analyzing theories and ideas. They have excellent self-awareness. They understand the basis of their own motivation and feelings. Let's talk about naturalistic intelligence. Naturalistics are more in tune with nature and often interested in nurturing, exploring the environment. They like learning about species. These individuals are said to be highly aware even of subtle changes in their environment. Their strengths are finding patterns and relationship to the nature. People with naturalistic intelligence are interested in subjects such as botany, biology and zoology. They can categorize and catalog information easily. They enjoy camping, gardening, hiking and exploring the outdoors. They dislike learning topics that have no connection to the nature. Let's see how multiple intelligence works. We can measure multiple intelligence using psychometric tests based on Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory. Let me show you how report looks like and how it can be different for different kids. Let me show you two reports, Kid 1 and Kid 2's report. Now, report 1. Let us talk about the strength and weakness of this kid. Let's see the strength. Musical and rhythmic intelligence, bodily and kinesthetic intelligence. Third is visual and spatial intelligence. Now let's see the weaknesses of this child. Verbal intelligence. Second is interpersonal intelligence. And third is naturalistic intelligence. Now let's see what is the impact of this on the student. First, let us talk about some positives based on his top priorities, that is musical, kinesthetic and visual intelligence. For this child, listening to music and even playing music is probably important in his life. He uses body to express his emotion and his body movements. He has good motor skills. He is energetic but might be finding difficult to sit at one place. He is able to see and modify things in his mind. Some drawbacks based on low preference for verbal, interpersonal and naturalistic intelligence are: he finds it difficult to comprehend and express lessons in school. He might be having low grades in languages. He is not able to adjust with other kids or colleagues. Now let's see what report 2 has to say us. First, let's see the strengths. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Second, visual and spatial intelligence. Third, mathematical intelligence. Let's see the weaknesses. First, musical intelligence, verbal intelligence and intrapersonal intelligence. Let's see the impact of this on child. First, let's discuss some positives based on high preference for kinesthetic, visual and mathematical intelligence. He uses his body to express his emotion and his body movements. His motor skills are well developed. He is energetic. He might be finding it difficult to sit at one place. He is able to see and modify things in his mind. He is good at reasoning and logical sequencing. He is good in maths, logic, seeing patterns, and problem solving. Let's see some drawbacks based on his low preference for verbal, intrapersonal, artistic intelligence. He finds it difficult to comprehend and express lessons in school. His grade might be low, in languages especially. He is less aware about his strengths and weaknesses. He is unaware of own emotional state, feelings and motivation. Now, if we compare the two reports, we can easily make out that though both have kinesthetic and visual intelligence as preference, child 2 might be comparatively more inclined towards kinesthetic activities. Also, now, due to difference in third preference, that is mathematics and music, both might have different choices. You can easily make out that the marks scored in language must be average or below average. Hence, an effort needs to be put there, else academic performance might get hampered. This way we can analyze where is multiple intelligence of child and be aware about our child's uniqueness. This way, multiple intelligence theory works in practice. I am recording this video in two parts. This is the first part where we saw who will benefit from multiple intelligence, what is the importance of multiple intelligence, what is multiple intelligence and how it works. In part 2, we will see how we can improve multiple intelligence and boost our child's development or our own personal development, or how we can select stream career options based on multiple intelligence. As usual, you can connect with me for queries and consultation at the number given below. In our upcoming video, we would be seeing how to improve our multiple intelligence and do career selection based on multiple intelligence. It is important for individuals of all age groups, right from childhood to youth. In case you have missed our career ki chai patti or personality type and career selection video, then you can click at the links given below in the description. Stay connected, do subscribe to our channel as we would be discussing various child and youth developmental, scientific and psychological theories. Also, we will see their practical application. Do like, share and comment. Also, let more and more people be aware about the practical application of various psychological theories. Thank you.